From Nasdaq's MarketSite, I'm your host, Christina Ayanian. And joining me today is CEO of Bolt, Maju Kuruvilla. Maju, thank you for joining us.
Great to be here.
Now, Bolt has really revolutionized the way consumers experience a seamless checkout process. Talk to me about Bolt, what you've done to change the market, and how you differentiate yourself from your peers.
Yeah. Bolt is solving one of the most important problems for retailers. It's how to get a lot of shoppers who are coming to your site to actually buy something. We do that by providing shoppers a fast, simple, and secure one-click checkout experience, and that end up driving a lot more conversion for the retailers. We have very large enterprise retailers today using our products like Saks of Fifth, Toys R Us, Casper, and hundreds more are using Bolt today.
Talk to me through the platform. As a consumer, if I were to go onto a website, what would I see?
Yeah, one of the unique features of Bolt is we can power the existing experience of a retailer without changing any of their user experience. So in a lot of ways, when you go to a retailer, we don't want you to see Bolt. We want you to see the brand or the retailer. When you enter your email address or phone number, we look up behind the scene in our fast-growing universal shopper network, and we see if we have your payment information and shipping information, we are able to bring that information to the retailer's existing experience and skip multiple steps and provide a fast buying experience. And the uniqueness of Bolt, and we are the only one in the market we do this today, is an enterprise-ready checkout software that allowing a brand to maintain their experience as well as give them shopper data and even create accounts for the shoppers.
That's amazing. You're enabling your customers to really enhance that customer journey.
That's right.
Now, I understand that Bolt has coined the term, the future of checkout is check-in. What does that mean?
Yeah. So we have been helping retailers with the problem at checkout conversion. The way we do that is by recognizing shoppers, give them faster buying experience. And as I started talking to a lot of retailers and more of leaders, I found out that there are even problems if you take a step back from there. You know, around 98% of shopper or visitors on a site do not end up buying anything. And a lot of that missed opportunity is because you're not able to identify the shopper early in the shopping journey. So now that we can recognize shoppers at the time of checkout, more of the retail leaders wanted us to see how can we bring that recognition much early in the journey. So if you can recognize a shopper the minute you come to your site, now, especially with the power of new technologies like AI, you can provide a very personalized experience, provide a rich buying experience for shoppers. It's great for consumers and great for the merchant. So we decided to extend our product to integrate early in the shopping journey. So hence the idea that the future of checkout is check-in.
Let's dive deeper into that. How does AI impact the e-commerce experience?
Well, AI is going to literally transform the buying experience on e-commerce for sure. For example, if you can recognize a shopper early, you can provide them a very personalized experience. You can provide very targeted, rich product information, and obviously you can make the buying process easier, including better targeting of shoppers, simplifying the returns process. So the opportunity of AI and the enhancement it can do on the e-commerce journey is very high. However, to do proper AI and do personalization, you need to know the person. So what we are working with a lot of these large enterprises is how can we help them to create more of that engagement with the shoppers, help them create more shopper accounts, help them have first-party data, help them enhance their existing accounts with the latest and greatest information. So they have the data they can recognize and use the power of AI to provide some of the fantastic experience that I'm very excited about.
And now this leads to returning customers due to that enhanced experience.
That's right. Like, as anybody in the retail knows, the lifeblood of retail is repeat customers. Now the question is, are you able to A, understand that customer segment, especially if you are a Gen Z or in a particular group where they may have very unique needs? Can you understand them not only at a category level, but at an individual level, and then use the power of the first-party data and AI to give them a very targeted and personalized and a rich experience?
That's amazing. Very timely conversation we're having now too.
That's right.
Now, with the holiday season coming up, what can retailers and shoppers expect in the e-commerce space?
Yeah, I mean, e-commerce is going to continue to grow at a modest level even this year. But if you are targeting consumers with more kind of discretionary spending items, then I think this year is going to be a tough year. So because consumers are, again, more price conscious and hunting for deals, especially given all the macroeconomic situation. So it's one of those times where retailers really need to focus on the basics. Like how, when you have fewer number of buyers, how do you make sure that they have a perfect experience when they come in, remove the friction, and make sure that they can buy something? And it's not something you do in the future. You got to do it right here and right now, just right in time for the holiday season. So we at Bolt introduced our enterprise product at the end of last year, and we started seeing great results from some of our early adopters. Was able to implement Bolt just with one engineer in a few weeks. And they saw, with their A/B testing, they saw like a 4% increase in revenue. So that's the level of massive impact you can provide right now. And with that, we're starting to get a lot of demand, and a lot of enterprise retailers are coming to us because we are extremely unique in providing that value. But beyond that, obviously, there are things that are very focused on our, like, think about returns. Like, one thing is driving top line, the other thing is focusing on bottom line. Returns is a huge problem for retailers, and if you look at all the numbers, it's continuing to increase. Like if you are an apparel business, returns are in like 25%. And if you are in the luxury apparel business, now you are in 50% plus. So return is like a big impact on your bottom line if you think of a business. And for consumers at the same time, it's the same way. They care deeply about the return process. Like around 60% of the shoppers said if they have a bad return experience, they're not even coming back to the merchant. So how can we, again, use the identity, use the technology, use the AI to simplify that problem? And again, that's something people can do right now. And we are working with some of the top retailers to kind of solve that. The last thing I say is AI, right? I mean, AI is having a big change in the e-commerce world. Very excited about the future. However, I think it will underwhelm like for this holiday, because there's a lot of fundamental things that needs to be done right now, especially like providing the basic, like simplify the user experience, provide them a fast, secure buying process, remove all the friction, and simplify things like returns. And that's going to drive the short-term gain for the holidays for these retailers, while you have all this massive opportunity and potential with the AI in the future.
You're really integrating yourself within your customers and acting as that extension to their team.
Absolutely. That's what I find missing in the industry. Like if you look at most of the solutions that's available to retailers in the market, they are all providing a detour experience, like yet another a separate experience on the market. And what I realized is what we want to bring back is how do you connect the consumers directly with the brand? And to do that, we have to build our technologies in a way it's very powerful. We have the fastest growing universal shopper network. It grew around, we have tens of millions of shoppers on our network, 44% year over year growth. So our universal shopper network is growing really fast. But we want to bring that natively into a retailer's experience so it disappears behind them, and empower the retailers to provide that feature directly to the consumer. So the consumers and the brands can connect with each other, obviously help with the first-time transaction, but allow to create accounts or enhance existing accounts, build the first-party data, so you can build the lifetime value, which is the only way out to really thrive in this market. And it is the foundational step if you want to innovate on some of these newest technologies like AI.
That's amazing. It sounds like it's a win-win-win approach. It's a win for you, it's a win for the retailer, and it's a win for the customer.
You said it better than me.
Maju, thank you so much for joining us and sharing your story. We look forward to welcoming you back and following your exceptional growth.